Stop scrolling. Please don't scroll. This message is reaching you because God is actively trying to protect you right now, and your heart needs this clarity more than you realize. If you felt a sudden heaviness when you saw this, if your chest tightened for no clear reason, if one specific person instantly came to your mind, that is not coincidence. That is divine intervention. God has been trying to reach you not once, not twice, but repeatedly, through your intuition, through restless thoughts, through emotional waves that come out of nowhere. And today, heaven is saying, enough. They need to hear this now. God sees what you cannot see yet. He hears conversations you were never meant to hear. He sees intentions that have been hidden behind smiles. He understands motives disguised as love, concern, or loyalty. And God is trying desperately to pull you away from someone who has been slowly draining your peace, confusing your spirit, and dimming your light. Not because you are weak, but because your heart is too pure. Let's be honest. Lately, when you think of this person, your chest feels heavy, your energy drops, your joy feels muted, your spirit feels unsettled. Sometimes their name appears on your phone and your mood shifts instantly. You've been asking yourself, why do I feel anxious around someone who claims to care? Why do I feel exhausted after every interaction? Why does something feel off even when nothing is wrong on the surface? That is not overthinking. That is discernment. God is not crying because you are failing. God is crying because he sees you giving loyalty to someone who does not protect your heart the way you protect theirs. He sees you forgiving again and again. He sees you excusing behavior that hurts you. He sees you praying for clarity while this person avoids accountability. And heaven is grieving, not in anger, but in compassion, because you deserve peace, not confusion. This part may sting, but it will set you free. They are not confused. They are not unsure. They are not too busy. They are out of alignment with where God is taking you. And the longer you hold on to them, the longer your healing is delayed. This person has been showing you potential, not consistency. Words, not action. Moments, not stability. God has watched you lose sleep while they slept peacefully. God has watched you question your worth while they questioned nothing. God has watched your glow slowly dim because you kept trying to save a connection God never designed to last forever. They were sent as a lesson, not a lifetime. Here is a truth most people don't talk about. Protection often feels discomfort first. Distance, silence, unanswered messages, sudden emotional detachment. You thought it was rejection, but it is redirection. God is not punishing you. He is saving you from pain that would take years to heal. Your soul has outgrown this connection. That's why conversations feel forced. That's why tolerance feels heavier than before. That's why your spirit keeps whispering, this is no longer safe. God is pulling you away because something greater cannot arrive while this person still has access to your energy. God is saying, my child, I know your heart. I know why you stayed. I know why you hoped, but I cannot let them follow you into the next chapter, because where you're going requires peace, stability, honesty, emotional safety, and this person cannot provide that without changing who they are. When you release what drains you, your intuition sharpens, your energy returns, your confidence rises, your healing accelerates. You stop begging for clarity because clarity arrives naturally. And God is preparing to replace confusion with peace, not immediately visible, but spiritually guaranteed. If this message is speaking directly to your heart, pause for a moment, take a breath, and type, I choose peace in the comments. This is not for the algorithm. This is for alignment.
Don't scroll, because this part is where everything shifts. If part 1 awakened something in you, this part is where heaven activates it. Take a breath. Place your hand over your heart if you can, because this message is not just speaking to you, it is speaking for you. Right now, angels are closer than you think. You've been feeling it, haven't you? that invisible pressure around your life, that sense that something is watching, guarding, intervening. That's not fear. That's divine protection activating. Heaven wants you to know this clearly. You are not being attacked, you are being defended. There were prayers you whispered that never left the room. There were tears you cried when no one saw. There were moments you almost gave up, and that's when angels stepped in the hardest. Don't scroll. Your spirit needs this confirmation. God assigned protection over you before the battle even started, before the betrayal, before the confusion, before the heartbreak. And here's what most people don't realize. Sometimes protection doesn't feel like peace at first. Sometimes it feels like disruption. That sudden distance, that blocked communication, that door that slammed shut without explanation, that person who suddenly couldn't stay. That wasn't rejection, that was intervention. Angels were removing what your heart was too attached to release. Listen carefully. There are people who wanted access to your energy without respecting your soul. People who benefited from your light while secretly resenting your growth. People who smiled at you but competed with you silently. And heaven said, enough. That's why your tolerance has changed. That's why certain conversations feel heavy now. That's why your spirit gets uncomfortable faster than before. You're not becoming cold, you're becoming protected. Don't scroll, because now comes the part where your courage is restored. You've survived seasons that should have broken you. You carried strength quietly while feeling weak privately. You kept showing up even when your heart was tired, and heaven saw all of it. That's why angels are surrounding you with courage right now. Not loud courage, not reckless courage, but calm, grounded, unshakable courage. The kind that helps you say no without guilt. The kind that helps you walk away without explaining. The kind that helps you trust yourself again. Say this quietly in your heart as you listen. I am protected. I am guided. I am not alone. Because here's what's happening behind the scenes. Angels are blocking conversations you are never meant to hear. They are delaying meetings that would have harmed you. They are redirecting plans that looked good but weren't God-sent. You didn't miss anything. You were spared. And the person who tried to confuse you, they're confused now. The person who played with your emotions, they're feeling the weight of it. The person who underestimated your worth, they're about to watch you rise without access to you. Don't scroll, because healing is happening right now, deeper than you realize. Healing doesn't always feel like relief at first. Sometimes it feels like exhaustion. Sometimes it feels like detachment. Sometimes it feels like crying for no clear reason. That's your nervous system releasing what your soul carried for too long. Angels are helping you heal without reopening old wounds. They are removing emotional hooks. They are dissolving unhealthy soul ties. That's why memories don't sting like they used to. That's why certain names don't hold power anymore. That's why your heart feels quieter lately. You're not losing passion. You're regaining peace. Now listen closely, because this is a practical angelic activation you can use daily. Tonight, or whenever you feel overwhelmed, say this out loud or in your heart. God, assign the angels necessary for my protection, clarity, courage, and healing. Remove what I cannot see. Strengthen what I cannot feel. Guard what I cannot control. And then let go. You don't need to fight everything. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone. You don't need to carry what was never yours. Angels fight quietly. That's why you don't always see the battle, only the outcome. Don't scroll, because your future needs this next part. Something is aligning in your life faster than expected. A door you stopped knocking on is about to open. A conversation you thought would never happen is being prepared. An opportunity you didn't chase is moving toward you. And here's the key. It's coming without chaos, no confusion, no manipulation, no emotional roller coaster. Peace will be your confirmation. If it brings anxiety, it's not aligned. If it brings clarity, it's God sent. Angels are teaching you discernment through how things feel, not how they look. And the person you are worried about losing, if they are meant to stay, they will rise to meet you. If not, heaven will replace them with something better without struggle. Don't scroll, because this message also carries a warning wrapped in love. Stop over-explaining your heart. Stop shrinking to be understood. Stop offering access to people who haven't earned trust. Protection doesn't mean isolation, it means selective access. Not everyone deserves to know what you're praying for. Not everyone deserves front-row seats to your growth. Not everyone is meant to walk into your next season. Angels are helping you protect your peace without guilt. Now take another breath, because this is where courage turns into confidence. Soon you will look back and realize what almost broke you actually positioned you. What hurt you actually clarified you. What delayed you actually prepared you. And the fear you once felt, it won't recognize you anymore. You are stepping into a version of yourself that trusts God and trusts their intuition. That's powerful. Before this ends, let me speak this over you. You are covered when you sleep. You are guarded when you travel. You are protected when you speak. You are defended when you stay silent. No weapon formed against you will prosper, not because you fought harder, but because you're not fighting alone. Angels are walking ahead of you, removing obstacles you'll never have to face. Don't scroll away yet. If this message resonated, pause for a moment, breathe, and allow peace to settle. What's coming next will feel different, calmer, clearer, safer. And one day soon you'll realize God wasn't delaying you, He was protecting you until the timing was perfect. Stay grounded, stay faithful, stay ready, because heaven is already moving on your behalf.